Hello, I'm Tom from Carpfeed.com. I'm down in Essex today in one of the real heartlands of carp fishing. We're close to Brentwood and we're here at Par Fisheries, where the Back Lake is now being run by Outlaw Pro. I'm here to meet Russell Webb from the company, who's an accomplished day ticket angler, and he's going to guide us around this venue, which can be fished on a day ticket via a booking system online.
You would never be too far away from the fish on Par. You know, every swim's good. I think they move around a hell of a lot in here, so it's good for everybody. You know, you're always going to have a chance, no matter where you are at the lake. At some point, you will be on the fish. So I think it's just it's a case of just waiting patiently. You know, changing. Sometimes if you're seeing them on the top, fish on the top. If not, just sit back and wait for them to turn up on you, really.
And what sort of fish are in here?
So you've got fish up to just over 40 pound. Bit of everything really, size-wise. At the moment, you've got fish small and big, so you've always got a chance of anything out of here, to be honest with you. Mainly carp. There's a couple of tench in here, but no silvers as such, so yeah.
And if you get it right, I mean, how hard would you rate this water?
It can be very tedious at times. You know, summertime's quite hard. They spend a lot of time on the top. Zigs work. You know, you've got to be a bit patient with them. You've got to try different depths. Mainly the top quarter is the way forward on the zigs. Floater fishing, you can have a really good day on floater fishing. Yeah, I mean, it's good sport at times. It's like anywhere, you know, if they want to switch off, they're going to switch off. But they're active, you know, you always got a chance of catching them. So.
And bait-wise, are you piling it in? Are you little and often? How would you approach it?
Same sort of thing. Different times of year, it's obviously different, you know. Summertime, I like to use little bags, little tiny bits of bait, crushed boilie, you know, not too much, trying to pick them off, because summertime you want to be in some shallow water. If you put too much feed in, the birds are going to just hammer you. So little bits, crushed boilie, little bags, little wafters if you can find a clear spot. If not, use hinge stiffs, little pop-ups. And
location-wise, there's a bit of weed here. Should anglers fear the weed here, or what should they be looking for?
To be honest with you, the lake's not really weedy. You've got little sort of like beds of weed, but it's quite a silty lake. So the closer up to the edge, the margin you go, you know, you're going to find some gravel. But mainly it's sort of like soft silt throughout the middle. You know, you're fishing in sort of like 7 foot of sort of like water, but it's really low lying silt, so it's no problem presenting in it. And to be quite honest, underneath that it's clay, so you know, as soon as they find something they want to feed on, they put it right back to the clay. So yeah, there's plenty to choose from.
And any particular favoured swims, or will the fish get in any particular area? Conditions?
Not particularly, no. They do like to follow the wind, but then saying that, back end of the year they tend to back off it. So that's a good thing about Par. You're never going to be too far away from the fish. You know, you're always going to have fish in your swim. They're always going to visit your swim, so it's about taking your chance when they're there. So yeah, it's good.
And it's got a decent winter form. How would you approach it in the colder months?
So winter's a little bit different. I like to use sort of like maggots, a little bit of hemp. You can get away with a little tiny bit more bait in the winter. You know, they do like to have a feed up. If it goes too far into the sort of like the back end of the winter, then obviously little bags again, maggots, worms, corn, just little bits and pieces again, really. They're not. I wouldn't say they like a big bed of bait. I think they're just more. They like to be tripped up in a way, you know, like natural food is on top of the silt is perfect. So some maggots, solid bag maybe, you know, that's the way forward, I think.
And just generally, have you found any particular flavours, any particular colours that do well?
Yeah, I find white's working well at the moment. White, little hinge stiff, you know, little tiny bit of crushed boilie, bit of hemp, that's perfect. Here we go, lovely little common. Been fishing wafters all day, the fish have been active. Fishing out towards a spit. Weren't getting no luck on the white wafters, so we changed over to a little hinge stiff with a little 12mm pop-up. And this is the result, lovely little common.
Booking on couldn't be any easier. Simply go over to www.outlawpro.co.uk. And as you get onto our website, then in the menu, there's a lake booking section. When you open that, it'll bring you to the lake booking page. And on there's a nice aerial shot that we took of the lake. And below that's a diary. So you've got 7 swims to book on. You'll see from the picture where the swims are. To book your actual swim, you click on the swim number. You've got a lot of people on the phone clicking on the diary and saying it isn't working, but you have to actually click on the swim number to the left-hand side of the diary, which will open up a separate booking page. On there's the diary where it will tell you where you can click where you want to start your session, when you want to end it. It will then calculate how much your session is going to come to, and you then click done at the bottom. It will take you through to a separate booking page where you can put in your payment details. It's really easy to do. I mean, everything on our website has been set up in such a way that it's like 2 or 3 clicks and you go straight through and pay for it. And the late booking section is no different.
And in terms of rules here, it's more common sense than,
that's it,
than anything.
They are pretty flexible, but we trust the anglers that come down here. But all we ask is that fish care is paramount, so a 42-inch landing net, a decent thickness unhooking mat, just to make sure that the fish is safe when they come out of the water. We actually filmed a video down here with Peter Hudd, one of our consultants, all about fish care. So if you want to check that out, then it'll show you the sort of equipment that we expect when you come down to the lake.